Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol and to this week's midweek 180. Well, I am home again. At least we don't have bright orange kind of clouds and horrible visibility today. Still pretty grim out there though, to be honest. Winter is definitely setting in. Anyway, if you've not seen one of these before, this is my midweek update, 180 seconds, for me to give you my news, views and information on upcoming reviews, all filmed in one take. I put 180 seconds in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, and that's it, a very simple format. So, without further ado, let's get cracking with this week's midweek 180. I shall start my timer. So, first comment last week, it's becoming a bit of a habit. Francois G again. So, let the battle royale commence. Someone's got to beat him, surely. And then, where are you and what you're doing? I've got two. First one, I have to say, Joe Achilles was watching the midweek 180, sat on the toilet, about to go out to dinner. But also, I've got a shout out for R8 Maloo Man. Firstly, that is a brilliant channel name. But you were watching at 3:45 in the morning in Brisbane, Australia. So good day, mate. Anyway, so where are you right now and what are you doing? And I'll give you out a shout out next week. Now then, last week's question was all about bad driving habits, and I think I lit a bit of a fire under everybody. I have listed the top 4 most recurrent themes. No surprising really. Number 1 is middle lane hoggers, but very closely followed by what I've grouped together as people not driving at the correct speed. So people doing 40 and a 60, or joining the motorway too slowly. There were loads of suggestions around that. Then comes being in the wrong lane or going in filter lanes incorrectly. There was quite a lot of hate for that one. And then finally, phone usage or texting while driving. There were quite a few of those, and clearly that's not really on either. So really interesting question. This week's question was actually suggested by Walter Wilkins on a different video, not the midweek 180, but I thought it was quite good. It was actually on my Caterham 620R review, and his question was, because I asked, are there any questions, any cars that have too much power? So there's the question. We want to try and find the top 10 cars, either current cars or in the past, that either have had or have too much power. Now, you may argue a car can't have too much power, but I'm sure there are a few. So let's try and get the top 10 cars that have too much power. Now then, new car news. There's no F1 this week, but new car news. For me, there is only one car we have to start with that broke cover this week, and that is the new DB11 Volante. Oh, look at it. I mean, the DB11's beautiful anyway. I am a convertible lover, you know that. So you take the roof off a DB11 and I think that is beautiful. I would love to know what you guys think. Basically, it's going to be powered by a 4-litre twin-turbo V8 with 510 PS. They'll be available in the spring 2018 and will start from about £159,000, and I cannot wait to drive one. So Aston Martin, if you're listening, I'd love to have a set of keys for one of those, please, as soon as possible. The other car I want to briefly talk to you about, my video actually went live last night, but go and check it out if you haven't done already. I went to a preview of the new Porsche Panamera Sport Turismo on Monday this week. Really good looking car. It's basically a Panamera estate. Prices start from $73,000 for the basic Panamera 4 Sport Turismo, all the way up to an eye-watering £140,000 for the Turbo S e-hybrid, which sounds awesome. Something like, oh, that's the end of my time. Something like 700 and something horsepower. Phenomenal thing. So they're my 2 cars of the day. Anyway, last thing just to leave you with, I know I've run out of time, is this week's video. My main video on Friday at 6 is my first proper drive of a McLaren 570S Spider. I was with McLaren last week. I got to drive the 570S Spider on the public road, and it was quite something. Probably one of the best cars I have yet driven on Petrol. Absolutely superb. So tune in on Friday at 6 for my 570S Spider review. Brilliant car. Anyway, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have done so, give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol for plenty more content to come. And don't forget, down below, let's try and work out the top 10 cars who have had too much power, and make sure that you tune in on Friday at 6 for the McLaren 570S Spider. Anyway, you take care, guys. Drive safe.